your line of work, you advise your clients a lot on revenue opportunities. What is revenue stacking?
It's really all about combining multiple revenue streams. But then it's also about risk management. When batteries first started being built, it was really all about FCAS. But then apart from that, there's a number of contracted revenue streams that your battery can enter into.
Welcome to NEM, New Energy Associates Network. My name is David O'Carroll. I'm a senior associate here in the New Energy team at Hamilton Locke, and I'm very pleased to be joined by Marija Petkovic. Would you like to introduce yourself and what you do?
Thanks, David, for having me here tonight. My name is Marija. I'm the MD of a company called Synapse, and we're a specialist wholesale markets firm. Bread and butter is market modelling and revenue modelling for utility scale renewables and storage. Pretty much everything that comes by our desk will involve a battery in some way, whether it's standalone or hybrid.
From your line of work, obviously you advise your clients a lot on revenue opportunities for BESS projects. And we talked about things like revenue stacking. What is revenue stacking?
The philosophy around revenue stacking is really all about combining multiple revenue streams. Firstly, so you can maximize the financial profitability of the asset, but then it's also about risk management because you don't want to be dependent overly on one single source of revenue. So it's both from a kind of maximizing value perspective and a risk management perspective. So then what are these different revenue sources we can tap into currently? Firstly, we've got the competitive market, wholesale energy arbitrage, and 10 different markets for frequency control and ancillary services. When batteries first started being built, it was really all about FCAS, pretty much all the revenue coming from FCAS. Of course, we've seen as more batteries have come online, those FCAS markets, which are quite shallow, have become saturated, so prices have compressed. But if you're a battery in South Australia, you still did absolutely fantastic in July and August this year. They had a number of network outages, so for those batteries in South Australia, FCAS is still their dominant revenue stream. But for every other part of the NEM, there has been a pretty big shift to arbitrage, especially in the last 12 to 18 months or so. But then apart from that, there's a number of contracted revenue streams that your battery can enter into. Firstly, you've got various types of offtake agreements, and they're not necessarily a different revenue stream. It's more about getting a bit more certainty over those market revenue streams that are variable and the pricing's changing every 5 minutes. If you want to have more certainty over your revenue stream, then different types of offtakes like various tolls or swaps can be quite useful there. And lastly, there really as of December of last year, thanks to the system strength framework that was introduced, batteries with grid forming inverters now have access to more advanced grid services, so like system strength, synthetic inertia. So this is done through a bilateral contract with the TNSP, so the transmission company, or the market operator if you are in Victoria.